this lip combo at all. Mm, we're just gonna have to make do for right now, to be honest, because it didn't come out how I wanted it to come out, but we'll live. So, hi guys. If you don't know who I am, my name is Anushka. I also go by my YouTube name Eternal Honesty. And on my channel, I mainly post beauty content and lifestyle here and there, but mainly makeup and hair content. So for this video, you can tell by the title, I am going to be talking about blush when it comes to more black women, because I feel like a lot of people when they're first starting out with doing their makeup, they don't know like what kinds of blush to wear, or like what are the options, color ranges, or we might just be confused on like what might look good on us, so we just like shy away from it. I know for myself that was the case. Like when I first started doing makeup, I would not wear blush. Like now, I'd be looking for blush left, right, and center anytime I'm in Ulta or watching other people's YouTube videos. I'm always like looking like, oh, what blush are they using? You know, so definitely blush has become a part of my makeup routine, like that I do. Even when I do like a more everyday makeup look, blush is incorporated into that. So I'm just gonna talk to you guys about options and what I feel like are really good blush options for darker skin, or not even like really darker skin, but just like black women in general. I really am not liking this lip combo, but I have like nothing to take it off. Handy. I'm gonna just try going over it with some of my more pinky color. See how that comes out. I think I might need guys put this color. But and that's also part of doing makeup. You'll try something and you don't like it, and if that is totally okay. Like I was trying out a new lip combo. I felt like it didn't look as bad in person as it's showing up on camera, which yeah, that's something I will say. Like it wasn't looking too crazy in person, but on camera it looked very, very cool, and I'm not a fan of that. Like so for this video, I'm gonna make the disclaimer, like obviously I'm not a professional makeup artist, so I'm going off based off my experience, what I've seen, with this. Just there. So when it comes to blush, you have like the options of cream or powder blushes. So I have a few blush here that I use. So an example of a cream blush, as the name says, it's a cream based product. So this is from Milani. This is the one I'm currently wearing. This is yeah, this is Merlot Moment. This is like one of my favorite. This is and then you have powder blushes. So once again, very straightforward. It is a powder product. So when it comes to like deciding which one you want, I will say um, cream blushes tend to be buildable. Like it's easily buildable because you're putting it on. You can start off with just a little bit and add more if you want it to look more pigmented, more dramatic. Also, cream blushes you can put underneath other products. So let's say you want to do like underpainting method when it comes to doing your makeup, you would apply your, or you could apply, you don't have to, you can apply your blush underneath your foundation to give you a more subtle look, versus you do not want to put powder underneath a cream product. You want to apply all your cream products on your face first, have that blended out before applying any powder product. products. Also, you can use both cream and powder blushes. I have done that when I want to get a more like dramatic and a very, very pigmented blush. So I've used Merlot Moment and then gone in with my Juvia's Place blush with this color because they're very similar to each other. So I'll go in with this, blend that out, and then apply the powder, kind of like to set it on top of it. So that's something you can totally do. I also would recommend setting cream blushes, at least if you have oily skin. You would want to set your cream blushes, whether either with like translucent powder or loose setting powder or another blush, but a powder blush instead. So that's all I'm going to say about the difference between cream and powder. So I'm going to show you guys the blushes I use, and then I'll talk about a little bit more about them. So I already showed you guys Merlot Moment. So this is a very like berry looking color, which I tend to go for a lot of colors like this when it comes to my blush, like um berry purpley, like wine looking color. I think looks very nice on brown skin tones. So that's definitely a good one. So that's Merlot Moment from Milani. This is, if you guys have been watching my makeup tutorials, I've been using and reaching for this a lot. So this is from Juvia's Place. This is Blush Rouge Volume 1. There are different ones with different colors, but I picked up Volume 1 because it has this purpley plum looking color that I really like. I also do like this coral color, like coral, peachy, orangey colors also look really well on brown skin. Like I definitely have videos where I have used this one, so you guys can go back and watch some of my YouTube videos to see like what this looks like on. I can even like swatch it a little maybe on my hand to show you what it looks like, the color. So like that's what it looks like, but it's a really nice, pretty orangey color. It looks very nice on me, so it's a good one. My mom, I believe, when I went to Ulta with her, they didn't have volume 1 because she wanted to pick up some blush, and I believe she got like volume 2, and their colors are also really nice. So like just in general, I feel like these colors just look really pretty. I also have this one from ColourPop. So this is their Tea Cakes Cheeks palette. This comes with a bunch of different ones. So one, two, three are blush, and this right here is a highlight. So this one isn't a blush, but all of these are blush. This pretty pink one, I love it so much. So this one, you can tell it's powder. So this one I really love a lot. It's a very nice pinky color, like definitely have used it. This one, the pan fell out, which is why it's like broken up and a piece is missing. So this pan is loose and it falls out sometimes, but whatever. I do like this one. It comes with like shimmers already in it, so you don't need to use like a highlight color on top of it, because I typically go in with blush and then like right on top of my blush I would apply highlight. This one, because of how shimmery it is already, you don't need to do that. um this one I like for more a neutral, like basic look, because I feel like it very much is close in color to my skin tone. Let me like swatch that one. Ooh, and the pen fell out. Yeah, awesome. But I'm gonna swatch this one. This color is called Snickerdoodle. Like, so that's what it looks like. It doesn't give me a lot of color, but it still is a nice, like, subtle blush color. So I do like it. The pink one, which out of all of them in this palette, I use the pink one the most. It's called Yummy Bites. So I'll also swatch that. I'm kind of clean finger. I love how pink and pretty this color is. So let's use that Yummy Bites right there. So that's Yummy Bites. That was Snickerdoodle, and this is from the Juvia's Place palette. So that's what it looks like. The pink one, I feel like, is probably out of the three one of my favorites for sure. And this is from ColourPop. It wasn't super expensive. I don't remember the cost of this because I've had this for a while now. I think I've had this since like the summer. I want to say I gotten a bunch of stuff from ColourPop because I remember getting like lashes and stuff from them, and I picked up this little blush palette thing because I was like, I wanted to get more into blush, so I was like, I want to pick this up. I also have a little palette trio from Milani. I cannot for the life of me remember where I placed it, but that's from Milani. It has like three different ones. It's also cream blushes. So there are literally options. If you want to get a palette that has multiple, I would recommend that because it's easier that way to test different colors to see which one you like instead of buying separate palettes or separate colors, I would say actually, and trying out. Because let's say you buy one color and you don't really like it, it's kind of like you waste your money. Versus if I have like this little thing here, even if I mainly use like two of it, I'm getting my money's worth because I'm using like two of the three blush color because I do really love the highlight color in this palette. But you know, it's more worth it if you have more options and you're just paying the money one time. Right, and then I also have two little ones that I got from Elf. So the Elf ones are super affordable. I believe these ones were $7 each, and they're so this one is Caribbean. So right, yeah, this one is Caribbean. This is what it looks like. It looks very similar to Merlin Moment. So I'm gonna do a side by side comparison so you guys can see. They're not exactly the same, but they're like in the same like shade range. So these are two, like this is Merlot Moment, Caribbean. Like you see, this one's a little, I feel like is a little bit darker, but they look very similar, which you can kind of see I have a theme when it comes to my blush colors and what I like, and also what I realized work well for me. So because I realized it works well for me, I've been comfortable in just staying in that shade range, basically. And then I have this one. This is Tahiti. So this one is very similar to Yummy Bites. It's a more pinky color, but it's like pinky and corally at the same time, and I really do like it. I haven't really used these two as much just because I did get them more recently, but these are the Elf Putty Blush. So these are interesting because they go on as being more like a cream, but they dry down to be a semi matte finish, which I do like that because these are not as oily and I don't get as oily in that area if I just wear this and don't like set it in place versus when I wear my cream one from Milani. And also when Milani, I noticed their blush are kind of oilier, so I always have to set them. And even sometimes when I set them, I if I have my makeup on for a really long time, it does come through. So that's something to keep in mind. Like I said, if you have oily skin, you do want to be setting your cream blush. Just any cream products you're putting on your face in general. When you have oily skin, you want to set it. Like I didn't set my blush, but that's because I did my makeup for the live and I am not going anywhere else. So I'm just going to take my makeup off after this. So I don't really need to wear, you know, I don't really need to set it. But I would recommend setting it. Like this isn't gonna be too long. So those are the ones that I have and would recommend and would say like are colors you as a black woman can wear. I definitely feel like the berry colors or orangey corally colors are really nice and pretty on black people. I'm not saying they're not all white people, but this is obviously geared to women and people of color because that's who I'm talking about here. Like, no offense. I also do really like the pink ones. I want to like experiment more when it comes to my blush colors, but I don't know what colors to even try because I feel like most colors I see are like the pink, and I feel like a lot of people these days are going for that baby doll look or they're doing that clean girl aesthetics. So like they're wearing like more pink or neutral like colors when it comes to blush, and that's also the realm I've been in, and I'm like, I like it. So if you guys have any suggestion for blush that I should try, I do want to try the Rare Beauty one because a lot of people have been talking about it on TikTok, on Instagram. Just been seeing it pop up on my like For You page a lot, and a girl wants to try it, but I need to get some money together first because, as you guys know, or if you don't know, I currently am not working, but I am in the process of looking for a job. But I don't want to spend money buying products to review when, I don't really have it. That's like one thing I'm not gonna do, and I feel like people have the misconception that like if you are a YouTuber or an influencer or you're just creating content on social media, like we're making a lot of money off of it. Truly, and not, I'm not making money like that off of YouTube, even while being monetized. I make more money off of Instagram than I do YouTube. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me over there. My Instagram is _eternal honesty. I do post reels, doing like little mini makeup tutorials, tips and tricks, and like mini hauls and stuff on there. So do check out my Instagram and like support your girl, like just by watching, sharing, liking, commenting on my content over there as well. Definitely helps me, like, but I am gonna review, as you guys know, I do product reviews. I do like doing hauls, but a haul video isn't coming anytime soon. But before I make this video like crazy long, I hope you guys enjoyed this little live and me talking about the different products that I use for blush, because obviously I'll use one blush in the video, but then like depending on which video you guys are watching, you might not see the other blush that I'm using. But these are, for the most part, minus the one blush palette I have from Milani, the blush that I use. And really and truly, I will say that these two from Dugas Place, Merlot Moment, and then the Elf Putty one are the ones I use the absolute most. Like, really and truly. The ColourPop one I haven't used in a while, really. And then the Caribbean I don't use as much. If you notice, I have way more taken out of my Tahiti. I don't know if I told you guys the name for the lighter pinky one. It's Tahiti from Elf. But I'll have all of these linked and in the description box if you guys are interested. You guys can go check them out. They're all very affordable. The most expensive is the one from Juvia's Place, I believe. Last time I went to Ulta, it was retailing at around $19-20, which honestly, that's not crazy expensive in my opinion, but I know for some people that might be a lot, like for one product. But like I said, for the Elf one, the cream ones, these are about $7 each, so affordable. The Milani, I don't remember because I've had it for a while, but I also want to say that one is under like $10. The Tea Cakes palette one, I want to say is probably around $20 as well, but this one comes with 3 blush and a highlight. So I think that is definitely worth it for the cost. You're getting 4 different products technically for the price of one, for like 20, maybe $25. I really don't remember for this. I will try to have everything linked down below. Also for the Milani one that I don't have to show on camera, let me see if I can find it, because it's probably around here someplace. Okay, I'm not gonna try to find it because I really and truly don't know where it is. Hi for whoever just hopped on. Um, can you? Who's on? Shoot, I wish it tells me who's on. Okay, bye. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you have any questions or concerns or comments, just anything you want to tell me, you can drop it in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.